What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome to the video. Today we're gonna know about leveling our characters. This goes mostly for members, and I hope you enjoy. Oh shit, hello. So what we're gonna do today, this goes for people who have Primal Pass and who don't have Primal Pass. It's either way. What I usually do, I usually grab someone, go to the server, grab a couple Ember, and sometimes I do the Primal loot, which is great. That's for Primal Pass users. Anybody who doesn't have Primal Pass users, well, unfortunately, you have to watch a little bit more videos until you get to your 35 Ember to be able to buy Intense Focus. And if you don't have Primal Pass also, or Ember, you can still, for the 2 times XP, you still can watch videos. Just have those extra steps. So what I usually do, I usually stand in Stonehenge. As you can see here, my character. This is a character I already have leveled, but I will be using this character just to take you out through my normal note run, like what I do exactly and everything. Remember, dying within your note room does matter because it resets your XP, so it's better not to die. So that's why I take the most secure areas to start my note run usually. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is that I don't have enough Ember for Intense Focus, and I don't need it either way. I'm a 94 in this character. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna buy some Shadow Stick for you guys so you could be seen, because as I can see, the server is turning night. Alright. I just want to take a mention here that for those who are not in my, this is just going to be a public video, for those who are not in my tribe or mega tribe, hey, how's it going guys? I appreciate you guys being here for the video, and pretty much have fun with art guys. I'm a big person into toxicity. I don't like that. So please, if you leave a comment, you have some toxic thing to say, you're welcome to say it, but it's not part of me. So here we start with the first note. This is the snail. There's here pretty much what a... Oh, there's not the snail. There's... Oh, is it a bob? Jellyfish. Okay, we go to the next one, which is in the arch, pretty much below it. We run through it. Then here to your left is going to be the third one. You're going to see it right into the rock. It's hard to miss it. As I'm doing it throughout the night, I'm using Shadow Stake. What I will do is I'll wait throughout to get to morning. Usually for a note run, as you can see in the video, it takes about 24 minutes. So that's pretty much a normal note run. If you guys would like to know what levels you could get from a note run, if it's a 2 times event, usually you could get to almost level 80 just with doing a note run. If it's a normal time, it's usually just 70 if you have Primal Pass and Intense Focus, of course. If you have what's it called, no Primal Pass and no Intense Focus, the most you could get to is like 40, unfortunately. Now remember, this is not the only way to be able to like level up. You have other ways, like going to the ice cave. So some people, you guys think, oh, you're a bub, you could just do that. You could just do that ice cave or this, like level up tips and yetis. Yeah, that's right. But we have to remember, guys, that not everybody starts in an alpha tribe or in a mega tribe or a server that like you could do that. So you can remember, we have new players coming into the game and they don't know exactly what they're doing. So this helps them out a lot if they want to learn how to level up a little bit faster and reach to at least to our level, to at least to equal us. Here we have a little bub with a stego. Maybe I will join him later. For those who are in this server, hello guys. Now here we go to our next note. This note is a little bit, for me it's usually hard to find. I don't know for other of you, but it's kind of hard. Here you can see me in the video going past it and going to trench, but usually by what I go is by the trench. So there's a little trench here, there's various sides to it, so I just go in it. Here I take the right one, but instead it is supposed to be the left one, so I don't know. So for next time, for you guys to go, just go to the left one, don't follow the part where I go to there. I look super confused though. For those who don't know, yes, I'm doing a voiceover. It's pretty much it because it's it's the better way to do it. Here it is, the note. The start of this year. Now throughout, like you can see that I'm at level 94, so things are a little bit more like simple as I'm running faster and stuff like that. Usually what I do when I'm doing a note run, usually I like to level up first speed and stamina since I'm doing a note run, as it will get me quicker to the next note. Not just that, I could avoid any enemies and anything, any teams or anything. So it's the best way to do it. Now, how I was saying, like if you do it the right way, you get to level 80, 70, or 40. Now there's those moments when you could die because you're gonna enter areas that are a little bit dangerous, like I'm heading here to the swamp. As a level 10, well, I would say by this time you're level 40, you could probably still die to it because remember you're going to hunger, your stamina might not be the best and everything. So what I usually do, you could grab some berries throughout the way. Next note here. You grab some berries throughout the way and grab some water. Here I don't have to grab water because it's raining, of course. That's the best way. You also have to remember, guys, that this is an easy server. Easy servers is a little bit easier to level up. And if you go to other servers like hard server, even with farmer loot and everything, the most you could get in a hard server all the way to XP, it's around 40, unfortunately. But it is what it is. You also have to remember in hard servers, you could also kill tames like let's say T-Rex and stuff like that. It's the best way to do it. I will say when you do a note run also, you could keep in mind, since you're gonna have also intense focus and it lasts for an hour, you have to keep inside what do you see throughout your note run. If you see an alpha raptor, an alpha T-Rex, or an alpha Carno, it would be great because after you finish your note run, you could go collect some tools, get an arrow, do the dual pursuit, which is gonna give you like a decent bow, and okay. And it will give you what's it called? It will give you more XP, like probably a level. If you kill a what's it called, raptor, and if you kill a Carno, probably 2 levels. And I don't know how much would allow power T-Rex give you at a certain point. So you always have to keep that in mind. Now, for those who don't know, who are new to the game and everything, well, pretty much those tames do. These are tames that have a bunch of like XP, and they give you a bunch. They have also a bunch of health, a bunch of everything. So you have to be careful of them. Now the best way to do it is usually to get them like stuck in an area, make them a little place to get them stuck. Usually for an alpha raptor you could get them stuck in the cell thing, and you could also get them stuck, do it one by one, put them in there, run to it, and eventually you get them stuck, and you could just kill them from there. Carno, you could do the same. Alpha T-Rex is a little bit more complicated. I would just say get some high ground and shoot them from below. That's pretty much my opinions. If somebody else has a better way to do it, of course put in the comments below. And this is the swamp area. It's a little bit, I was saying, one of the dangerous areas for level 40 or stuff like that. Reasons why it could be because there's a bunch of tames. There's Sarcos, a bunch of tames, a bunch of dinos. There's Sarcos, snakes that could put you kill in one shot and everything. You can see here I'm hungry, see? So even as a high level player, you still have some stress. Nobody puts levels into it, but like I know mostly the hunger and everything goes for like if you took some damage and everything. How much you have your stamina, that matters. How much your hunger and your thirst goes on. You don't move a lot, of course you won't have those problems. Now I know there's various ways you have put already this video where there's like top ones and everything. And the reason why I put mine is because, well, I don't know, why not? And it does help other players with the ways. And I feel like the way that I do it, it's easier for people not to be in dangerous areas. That shows specifically where the areas are. Usually when I see the other videos, I just see like cots, like they don't show how they got to the node, they just show the area, open their map and stuff like that. Which is, it does help, but it's more specific on here. So there's people who might need to take the time to see like where they have to run and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. So here usually just jump. So there's another island to our left, which is Turtle Island. Pretty much what I do here is I just switch to that island, and in there's something that I don't show in this video. Usually in there at the low level, before even starting the nut one, you have some pursuits, right? You have the pursuit of the of your first house, which I don't know how it's called, the pursuit exactly, and the second house. So what I do is I grab some materials in this little island usually, and I just store them. I don't do the pursuit. I grab the things that the pursuits ask me, and that's pretty much, which is pretty much 4 foundations, thatch foundations, 4 wood foundations, and then of course the wall 7 and 4 ceilings and a door and the hatch, the door frame. I just grab every material here, leave them in a little box, and when I'm doing my note run while I'm passing by here, I just do those pursuits, as they will give you one extra level for each. But if you don't do it, they usually give you more than 1 level, as depending on what level you have reached at that moment they have done your note run. But like it helps. It's a little bit of XP, and it's better to do when it's like you have like that 6 times, 9 times, or whatever you have on that moment, as it will give you that XP bonus things. Here we go into the rock that it's usually known for, like the visual mesh that they have it. So what I usually do here is I take my right side. There, you could go from the left side also. I don't know, just the way I do it. Here you just get to a little rock, you just jump on it, and then just strafe walk, if you know what I mean. Strafe walk all the way up, and eventually get to up. Here you don't go fast, try to walk it, because it's like a little ledge where the node is, and if you do it while running, it might get you like far away. next note here has been covered by Little Bob, of course. Just has been covered. I don't know what he did here, but it's something I want to talk about that I forgot to say about. It's the notes. Each note has a different value. So the note that you see in here, that you don't see much, but there's different notes. There's like the little green box one that gives you 100 XP. The 200 XP one is the little canteen thing. I don't know if you've ever seen the canteen thing. And like this one right here, this one gives you 100. Like this one, the green one. And there's the canteen, and there's the other ones that look like the luxury box that you buy from the Primal Pass. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just a little bigger box than the green one, and it looks nicer in some way. That one gives you the best XP. So there is a difference on notes, like what type of notes you get. It's like in PC how they have like the 2 times note and the 4 times note. Those are great. Hello, Mr. Brown. So here we're reaching to a note where the one that I'm talking about is the second best note that you could get is the canteen thing. I don't know how you would call it. I just call it the canteen thing. You see it right there. The reason why those gives you is because I'm not sure. I think it's because those notes are like those here things. They're made by the what do you call it? The people that were supposed to be in the island. So like they give information, know that thing about the island, about what to do and stuff like that. So that's why I think they have more value. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't be able to know. Now in here I get a little bit lost. Reasons why is because I'm looking for a note that I couldn't find here. I missed it. I don't know where it is exactly, but it is like it's like a drop column that's been dropped, and it has one of those dossiers, the ones that like the discovered people that have been in here. And that's why I decided to put it here. Oh, it's not right. Okay. Now the reason why I don't go throughout the whole map and grabbing all the notes, there's reasons why, because you can save those notes for Titanosaurus and stuff like that. Things that you're gonna do in the future that might help you to get even more XP, get higher level. You have to remember to have those notes saved for that. So here we're coming to an end pretty much of the note one that I usually do. We just have like 4 note ones left. I just wanted to say something to like, I don't know, to members and to the people who are here. Remember guys, the game is all about fun, and just keep it like that. Let's remember the game is kind of like having some moment where it's almost about to die and stuff like that. For reasons of, I don't know, it could be toxicity, it could be because the game has turned a little bit into, we're bringing teams that are not okay in within servers. And let's remember, we think about it, we're not giving chance to new players to be able to enjoy the game. I know there's people who might watch this and be like, oh well, you do this in this server and that, and you'll have to remember also that sometimes we don't know what we're doing wrong. So what we have to do is pretty much just keep an eye and like keeping out of toxicity of the game. Remember, there's children that play this game and there's adults that play this game. So as who we are, we have to take things into matter to save the game. Because most of us usually just go to the devs and be like, oh, this is your issue, this is your fault, because there's this teams and everything. But then we have to also understand that it's also our fault, as those teams and everything like that came because of like probably some players that did their own stuff to like bring those teams into the game. And then we also go into the point where we have to grab those teams also to be able to defend against those teams ourselves. So we cannot blame the devs always. We have to take as a community at heart. No, to not be toxic, to not cheat and everything. It's not the devs' fault also. I know they make patches and everything, but it's kind of hard to work in a game. I would say it as an animator and everything. It's really hard to be working in something and somebody else to come ruin it. So all I'm saying with this is I hope as a community we can, and as mega tribes and everything, we could like help out as like what's it called, help out our new players, help out the devs themselves, to be honest, because it is a lot of stress for them, pretty sure. And we're creating a little bit of a toxic community towards the devs and to new players who are coming into the game. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to watch something else from me, just tell me and I will upload it. Take care and have a good day guys. I'm out.